Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the very first Old School RuneScape podcast on the Method channel. I'm joined tonight by loads of familiar faces, and we're just going to go around the room quickly and see how everybody's doing. So, Purespam, how you doing? You excited?
I'm pretty nervous. I have a bunch of people in my Twitch chat, a bunch of my community just all putting lovely messages now. I'm just starting to blush a little bit. But yeah, I'm really excited to be amongst my friends talking about RuneScape and to get this show on the road, really. So thanks for having me.
Cheers, I'm excited to be with my friends in Sicknerd as well. Sicknerd, how are you doing, mate?
I'll be honest, mate, I ate too much pizza too quickly. I feel kind of rough, but I'm alright, thanks.
Is my webcam broken?
It looks broken.
It's looking a bit like...
changed so much.
Alright, good start.
Alright, well, Puggin, how are you doing, aside from becoming an art installation?
Not too bad. I'm honestly surprised I woke up this morning.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, not
We're all
bad.
proud of you.
Thank you.
Synq? Omelette?
No, of course. I don't know why it's the first thing everyone ever says to me. But I'm doing alright. I got some breakfast. I got a kiwi strawberry smoothie, and I'm doing alright.
Yeah, you managed to not spill all of it as well while we were...
No, I spilled some of it, just not all of it.
Coxie, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Glad to be on here. Enjoying Leagues a lot, and might be playing on the side right now. Still got to finish off Max Cape, but yeah, excited to be on here and talk about RuneScape.
All good. Gingerbeardie, the biggest biceps in esports. What we saying?
What can I say, baby? Daddy's home. How's everyone doing? I'm going to try and not say anything stupid, and I'm a PG-friendly streamer now, so
You've already screwed that one up.
Let's see you flex the biceps. Flex the biceps.
Oh, you want me
Give
to
us a
flex?
Yeah, flex the
cool.
stand up and everything.
I'm angry.
I mean, people normally pay for it, but I'll give you one
Pay
flex.
for
You
it.
ready? Obviously,
Ready? I'm ready.
Scott's in the chat, so he's going to be a little bit jealous of this one. But see that?
Okay.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Looking like
I'm not sure if this
SpongeBob
cam's
over here.
frozen.
there we go. I don't want to get anyone too excited before we start, though. So let's move on.
And Westham, last but definitely not least, how are you?
I'm here to stare awkwardly into the void waiting for PvP questions, but that's my job.
They're coming, don't worry. They're coming. I kind of laid down the gauntlet on Twitter saying that we'd save PvP. Now there's a lot of pressure. Obviously, in the name of, or kind of in the sake of being transparent with everyone, anyone who's been paying attention over the last 2 days will know that we announced Lake and he's not here with us tonight. I want to say, to be totally clear with everyone, there's an ongoing HR process at the moment. I can't go into any more details because it's a private issue. But what I will say is that he's not going to be appearing on anything like this until that process is resolved. And I hope that we'll have Lake back with us shortly on the next step of our old school journey. So fingers crossed that all pans out okay. And last and least, I'm Mildly. Some of you might know me on chat as Mildly Entertaining. If you've seen me in Skidler's chat, you've never seen me. You don't know who I am, you don't know anything about me.
Okay.
I'm mostly here to just... I'm mostly...
What is that laugh? Oh my god.
Sorry,
I'm
dude.
mostly just here to try and keep things going smoothly because we have an absolute load of things to talk about because I've seen a lot of questions about what Method's got planned for Old School RuneScape. And hopefully the whole point of this podcast is to try and answer some of those. So, do we want to get straight into it and start talking about, what we doing here? What's the plan?
Let's do it.
You guys ready for this conversation?
Go on.
Let's go.
All right. So, Method have signed all of these groups of streamers. And Method are an esports organization. They're renowned for having put on the Race to World First back in 2018 in World of Warcraft. And we're here now to try and deliver an absolute, I'm not going to swear, an absolute load of events in the Old School RuneScape Twitch space. At the moment, we're
I got you
aiming.
covered on that one.
Yeah,
What, the absolute load, or?
I'm already
At the moment,
fired.
we're aiming to be able to deliver an event every single month and a unique one-of-a-kind event about 3 to 4 times a year. That's the aim at the moment, and it's something that I'm really keen to make happen. And I'd just like to kind of open the conversation up. And we'll start with Westham. We'll talk about PvP, What's it been like recently being a PvPer in terms of the kind of esports
In terms
scene?
of events, or
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. In terms of events, it's been. The few events that have been held have been good so far. Well, at least as of recent. But there hasn't been a lot of events, and that's kind of where the issue lies. Is like, Jaggies aren't really holding that many, although they have actually done the recent ones have been performed really well.
Like the LMS one.
I didn't even see that one.
Ian?
I'm kidding. Well, as you guys know, I've casted a lot of events over the years since 2015, 16 or something like that, mostly Deadman mode. And I love a good event. I think the event that EVscape put on earlier this year, the Battle Royale, was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best events I've taken part in and actually competed in. And with Solo Mission, we took the win. It was a lot of fun. I really hope to see some events like that coming from Method, little fun ones, and between ourselves as well as open to the rest of the public and the community as well. In terms of PvP, for me, I don't really PK as much as I used to, unfortunately. I've PK'd since 2007. I love PvP and RuneScape. I'm very passionate about it. But I'm just waiting for that, that big thing to kind of pull me back in again, to draw me back in, whether that's an event or an update, which is kind of out of our hands. Yeah, I just want to do more things exciting together, basically. That's the biggest hope for me.
Yeah, and obviously, I know you two are the big PvPers. We've got some people who've dabbled. I've come up against Sicknerd a few times in LMS and gotten slapped, but I sat him down in the Duel Arena in Trailblazer recently. Do you think if we put on some PvP events, do you reckon you'll compete?
Oh yeah, I've got to flex, haven't I? I've got to pop off a bit, flex my wings and all that.
Flex, huh?
Yeah.
So what about you, Synq? After how much did you, when you fought Odablock and definitely didn't get crazy lucky, how much did you PK there?
I technically PK'd 7.4 billion GP. But I only ended up picking up 5.4 billion, which I mean, still was a lot of money. But I mean, I'm not complaining about that. To be fair, I'm not bad at PKing. I have 400 wins at LMS, not fighting against bots, by the way. So I'm not too bad at PvP. So you gotta put that out there.
Don't you have 400 wins as well, Sicknerd?
Yeah, and I've fought Synq a few times and he always slaps me, so...
Oh, I was going to say, who's the better one?
What about Beardie? In your announcement trailer, you described yourself as the best PvPer in the game.
I don't want to brag, but I am the best. There's no... people are talking about 400 wins. 400 wins, bro. Come on, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, 401.
I honestly do want to try PvP, all jokes aside, even though I'll probably be an absolute burger at it. But nothing really gets me excited at the moment. But obviously, with everything happening, I might have a dibble. We'll see. We'll see.
And I guess, so if hypothetically, and I say hypothetically, but we are fully planning on, in the very near future, hosting a 1v1 PvP tournament with regional qualifiers, and then hopefully a grand finale split across regions to kind of get around ping and such. I guess I'd like to come back to Casper and then just all of us to have a chat about what do you think we need to do differently when it comes to PvP tournaments to really make them bang on Twitch,
That's a bit of a tough question, but one thing that I found, that I had an issue with Jagex 1 was we had I think it was 4 different regions or whatever, or 3. But there was no prizes for the individual regions, and I kind of felt like after you reached the top 8, there was no point to continue. A lot of people kind of just wanted to go to bed. They kind of drag on for very long, and there's no real incentive to continue after you've reached the top 8. But that's just one of numerous things, but that's all I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, and what would you change up setup-wise, anyone?
I'd like to see some pure tournaments. Obviously, pure PKing isn't really a favorite like it used to be, but it's very nostalgic for me, and it's the kind of PKer. Well, obviously, the name Purespam. I've always liked pure PKing. Also, just in general, back to that first question, just general hype and having everyone excited for something, whatever it is, even if it's a last-minute organized event or it's a community-run event from a clan or something like that. All the PvPers in the game, they're all very, very passionate and they just get behind it. So I think you're really pushing that. Maybe Jax isn't the best at doing that before and bringing that hype around. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, another thing we haven't seen in ages is a hybrid tournament, which used to be very popular, but they're not really popular anymore. I don't really know why.
What kind of
non-tribrid?
Yeah, the Mystic Barrows tournaments that used to be held as community events were really popular, and then I don't know, they just disappeared.
Yeah, I'd be willing to see some of those or take part in some of those. That'd be fun. I think myself and Ben did one, didn't we, a year ago, and you won that one, didn't you? Isn't that the one that you always brag about? Is that why you're bringing it up?
What? No. Definitely not. Actually, Kembo won that one. I came second.
Oh yeah, you were second. Yeah.
You did beat Bowie though.
No, that was the EU one.
Oh, well, yeah, same shit. No, close enough. Right. There's a lot to do with PvP especially, and we have a lot in the pipeline, but I don't have a load of specifics to be able to talk about now. So I will say that, you know, if anyone in chat wants to know like a bit more, hopefully we'll pick some questions out, and we'll be able to talk about those a little bit more. Outside of that, I suppose we'll talk about the other side of things, because even though we've got 2 PvPers here, we've got, you know, 4 of the best PVMers in the game. Gingerbeardie's here.
We only need one of the best.
Oh my god. Well, it's started already. There's a lot of people who are in the chat right now. They're like, why the hell have they signed Gingerbeardie? Do they want it to go wrong?
Future Minecraft tournaments.
Let's go.
Oh, you're true hardcore Minecraft tournaments. You're an e-athlete now.
What can I say? I
did
completed
beat
Dragon the
Underdog.
other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
on the account that's named Puggin Plays, ironically as well. So there we go. There we go.
Oh, Coxie, I thought you inhaled. I thought you were about to let out a scream or say something exciting.
No.
All right, well, while I've got you, on the PVM side of things, obviously earlier this year we had the Speedrun Cup from EVscape, which
Yep.
Puggin competed in, I think, and came second with Lake, who's not with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just seen somebody in chat say mildly just wanted someone with a beard. So if you right now, Coxie, could compete in any kind of PVMing tournament and it was your absolute dream, what would you want to see us do?
Yeah, so as a starter, let me say I'm not like the most talented PVMer in the entire world, especially if you put me up with Lake and Puggin. My specialty is clicking bosses, you know, and killing them and getting their pets. But things that I think would be really fun if we could somehow incorporate would be if we do have the capabilities to get like open world type things. So I've been playing RuneScape forever. So Godsword set from scratch is like super nostalgic to me, and I think stuff like that, even though it is highly RNG based, that'd be so cool. Start on a Friday and then someone would probably finish on a Sunday, or like first to complete all 4 Godsword sets for that instance. But obviously, like, yeah, speedrunning cup, that's going to be really cool, especially if it's kind of places that have high skill gaps like Chambers and TOB. That would be absolutely awesome. And instead of just like taking the RNG aspect out of it, which is one of the weird things about PVMing and tournaments, you could kind of just do like an average over, let's say like 20 TOBs to see kind of like what team is the most consistent with their abilities. I think stuff like that would be really cool if we could incorporate that.
Yeah.
Are you in a clan, Coxie? Sorry, I was
Mine
going
a
to quickly. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm in Oblivion.
Oblivion. Don't they do something like, was it bingo or something like that? Is that something
Yeah.
that could be done on like a...
It absolutely could. Oblivion bingo events pop off. They really do. And I know PKers out there, I know you guys like them too, because every single time Oblivion has a bingo event, the world
Yeah, the multi-clans like the feast on that one.
They love when Oblivion has bingo events. It is so annoying to do the Wildy Boss tiles for those. But yeah, no, bingo events are definitely a possibility. And they're really fun. And they encourage group activity, and group activity with playing with people that you don't usually play with, since you can't just like handpick 5 people you want directly at the start.
Cool.
Puggin, how did you find competing in the Speedrun Cup? And would you like to, I guess, what would you do differently if you were going to put on a PVM tournament for yourself?
So it was quite a bit of fun. It was kind of stressful, if I'm honest, but I don't know. It's like some aspects of it were kind of rushed. Like, I didn't know that the gauntlets. What am I trying to say? The gauntlets. What is the word I'm looking for? the time that I had to do gauntlet.
Prep.
I didn't know that it was actually regular regular gauntlet until I was actually doing the run, and I've been practicing for corrupted for like a few days before. But I don't know, just more planning before and more communication between whoever's running it and the people competing in it.
Okay. And Synq, I guess, obviously you're the solo raids guy. But I've seen you send in some Tob and Trailblazer. Like, same question, right? Like, if you could do anything with PVM, if you could throw some big kind of one of a kind event, what would you do, man?
Well, people feel that challenge mode was kind of not good for Chambers of Xeric, and I agree. I mean, just amping up bosses doesn't necessarily mean that it's good content. So if there's anything that we could push for things to work on with Jagex is to possibly make different mechanics for challenge mode TOB or challenge mode Inferno and have that be a one-off event. Everything doesn't necessarily need to be perfect, but speedrunning to world first for things like that, or especially Raids 3 if that, well, when it ever comes out, that'd be really cool to see worlds first. But basically something not like challenge mode exactly.
Yeah, I'd be so keen to be able to do something when Group Iron comes out as well, and maybe get like a load of teams to be able to sign up and just do like a race to world first raid. And obviously with 6 for 8 best PVMer in the game in our team and the general.
Oh yeah, I'm really good. I'm not burnt at all, man. I'll do great.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a nice break. It's nice of you to take a break from playing House Flipper and Among Us to join us tonight.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Nice, good to be here. You know, anytime.
Are you coming back to RuneScape when Group comes out? Like,
oh well, yeah.
hard,
but, like,
or are you excited for it?
Yeah, I mean, I assume we'll do something with Group, possibly, right? And if not, well, I'll do it anyway. But, mate, I'll be honest, I'm playing Cyberpunk in a few weeks, in a bit.
True.
Yeah,
actually true.
That finally
doesn't
coming
get
out.
pushed back again.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's probably going to get delayed for the 10th time.
Nah, it's definitely.
Oh, but it comes out before Trailblazer ends.
Yeah, I'm not playing until Trailblazer ends.
But we've got an event coming up for Trailblazer, Sicknerd.
Oh really? Why don't you tell me more about that?
We didn't have enough time to workshop it. I'm pretty sure I've clued most of you guys in. Do any of you guys want to introduce it, or should I?
I think that's your job, my friend. You got the floor, my friend.
All right, I can't go into big specifics, and there'll be an official announcement to follow. But it seems kind of weird, and like a lot of the feedback I see is that obviously, you know, we play Trailblazer for 2 months, and Trailblazer's been sick. It's been a lot of fun, and then you get kind of burnt, I don't know, and then you decide to wild and just restart and go Mage Relic. Why? But
it's fun.
It's a bit weird that like Deadman has this like big finale like at the end, and it's exciting. And Trailblazer, we're just gonna play for 2 months, and it's gonna end, and that's it. So fun, haha.
Yeah, I want to ban that guy, but I'm not a mod.
We have in the works, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get some more numbers from Jagex at some point. If they release some more stats like they did in one of their Q&As recently, to do a tournament where we'll be able to scrape the high scores between the end of December, I think the 28th of December and the 1st of January, to be able to see who can get the most points in that time period using the least popular relics and the least popular areas. It's time for Mushroom Gang to be more than just a misclick. Oh no. And then hopefully after that we'll take the top 32 players and throw them into the goofiest PvP tournament there is. Adam and I, or Sicknerd and I, went to check the Jewel Arena worked the other day, and it did. He told me to sit pig and then perish.
Yeah, he kind of killed me. It was a laggy world, to be honest.
So there's an official announcement to come, but we do have in the works an event for the end of Trailblazer. So if you're feeling a bit burnt, you want to go back to the main game, but you'd like some kind of incentive, maybe with a prize pool. Definitely with a prize pool, we just don't know how much. There'll be an official announcement coming sometime soon, and hopefully that'll give us all something to do just before Trailblazer ends. Have a big send-off, a big tournament, get everybody involved. It's going to be open sign-up, and yeah, we'll just, anyone can get involved, anyone can compete, and we'll see what happens. What do we think? What do we think, gamers?
I think I'm about to make some easy money, mate. Either that or Alfie. Probably Alfie, actually.
Oh, what about Ditterbitter?
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, he's been going hard.
Yeah, that's been going hard.
Yeah,
Max.
It'll be banned. I think he flamed someone at Fight Caves the other day.
Doesn't the actual relics
like a
work
Pokemon.
in PvP though?
Yeah, they do work in PvP.
Exactly.
Wait, doesn't-
So isn't people just going to be fucking pentamauling each other?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it matters how good Ditter is then. He's in the bin no matter what.
No, but Ditter can PvP, and he's been slamming the points, right? He wants to go for rank 1.
Nah, Dill will be locked into just buying all of his Slayer rings he needs for Slayer because he didn't realize he can make. Yeah, I can actually unlock the ability to make them himself. So.
But yeah, do you guys want to get involved when that happens? Are you all going to be competing?
Yeah, I'll come on level 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the fun would be hilarious.
Can we not use Fairy Gang though? Can we like just misclick one of the other ones by accident? I'm pretty dead.
No, it's not that bad.
I think it'll be fun because it'll be so
They
awful.
nerfed it twice today, like as if any relic needed nerfing. They nerfed it.
Wait, they nerfed it?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be able to teleport above 30 wilderness with it and through TB, but you can't do it anymore because it was too overpowered, obviously.
Move with the mushroom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they should have kept that.
Exactly.
It's like the only useful thing.
I've been so busy today, I didn't even clock that. Oh, wait, Westham, did you say you'd get involved? I'm not seeing you playing. I'm not seeing you playing leagues yet.
Yeah, no, I can come on a level 3 and see what I can do. But that's about it,
You
really.
got to get enough points to qualify.
Oh, well, in the bin.
I'm honestly
Did
surprised
you have an
you
extra
haven't played
account?
League, dude. Like, why haven't you jumped onto it, mate?
I didn't jump on Trailblazer because I saw, well, just like Benji said, there's no end game to it. And I kind of thought, well, if there's no end game to it, I don't know what I'm going to do on there.
That's fair enough as a PK, I guess. It would have been cool to see you running around with C Engineer and trying to take people's head off of the pentamorph
Yeah.
that you just said a minute ago, though.
I was kind of interested to play, but then there was that aspect of like, oh, you can kill people, but you don't get the loot. And I was just like, what's the point of that? And I couldn't be
Pretend,
asked.
innit?
Just to mildly inconvenience them, though. Like,
I mean, sure.
so I guess aside from events and stuff, which we can touch back on if people in chat keep talking or keep asking questions later on when we open it up, I've seen a lot of people kind of concerned about, what does this mean for you guys in terms of what's going to change about your streams? Is anything going to be different? Gingerbeardie as the freestyle rapper of the group, any changes?
Definitely not. I wouldn't have joined Method if I thought I would have had to have been binded to RuneScape for a long time. Like, I'm my happiest when I can just go between different categories. The only difference it means is there's going to be more exciting things coming to RuneScape, which will make me actually want to play it for a little bit longer. Because I've been playing the game for a long time now, and I'm not trying to be the most efficient player. I get this sort of overwhelming urge to smash the game out for as much as possible for about a month, and then I burn out. But if we have like events actually frequently coming out, I think I'll stay in the category a little bit more. But no freestyle raps, unless you want me to do one now, which I can.
No. Yes, do one.
No,
do one.
Boys, no, don't let him.
No, I want to see it.
Okay, no. Yep. Okay. Sorry.
I think my camera is froze, but my eyes closed.
There's a freestyle rap, please. I don't know if the people.
No. You don't want that. Listen, next day, Gingerbeardie drop from Method. Literally, VOD gone, everything. It won't be a good idea. I'll do it.
But yeah, burnout's big as well. Like Synq, how do you not burn? Honestly, I do like 3 raids and I'm done for the day.
I don't really. I don't play at all off stream, like at all. I think mostly I'm more focused on the streaming more than what I'm actually doing on stream. Like it might. I don't want it to sound arrogant, but solo raids are kind of like a background thing for me when I literally just talk to my stream. So that's how I don't burn out. I'm more focused on the streaming more than what I'm actually doing. That's how I don't burn out.
I'd say that's like the same for a lot of streamers. Like, I don't know, playing RS when you are a streamer, like off stream, it's not as fun.
Nah, man, I still do it because I love the game.
Oh my god.
Okay. Going for J-Mod next or what?
Okay. Hi, my name's Sicknerd, and I was paid for this message.
I wish.
I think we all go through phases, right, of like being super into it, and then, like you said before, no updates coming out and not having much to do. I found balance by going to the Ironman occasionally and trying that part of the game out, and then jumping back into PvP when I feel like it. But I'm the same as you are. Then after like a few hours of doing one thing, I just get a bit burnt out as well. I have to wait until the next big thing to happen. So it's gonna be really nice having these constant events come in.
with PvP as well, it's kind of hard to like continuously do it because you're kind of relying on other people to fight you. If there are no people to fight, then your stream's over.
Can I ask something off topic?
Yeah,
go on.
That's the whole point.
KFC or McDonald's?
Ooh. McDonald's.
No, KFC, 100%. No, McDonald's.
Chicken fillet burger or wrap?
We get let's let chat weigh in. Let's have a peek.
Just ban everyone who says McDonald's because let's be real.
KFC is the real answer here.
Oh wait, hang on.
It looks like
I'm going to ruin potential sponsors here. I'll shut up.
I say Taco Bell.
When it comes to fast food, though, I just feel bad for the Americans because you guys don't have chippy, do you? Like English fish and chips down the road that you can go pick up. Have you had it before?
All right, the man behind the scenes has said 12-piece boneless banquet. There's your answer, Nick.
Let's go.
It's literally fully on the stream.
OP, let's go.
Coxie, how did you so people in chat were saying you play about 16 hours a day. Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't want to pipe in because you guys are making me feel like the biggest nerd out here saying like I don't play that much. I take breaks. God, I've not taken I don't think I've taken more than 7 consecutive days off RuneScape since I was probably in high school. I don't know, like set long goals for yourself and it's easy to stay motivated. I mean it's kind of like my first big goal was all pets, which is an RNG goal, and it's around like 6,000 hours. And just kind of having that overarching, massive goal ahead of you, it's easy to just kind of put the foot on the gas. But no, yeah, it's fun. I think RuneScape's so hard to burn out from because there's so much to do always. Like you're never done with RuneScape, and that's the coolest part about the game, and that's kind of what captured me at the very beginning.
Sicknerd is definitely done with RuneScape.
I used to say that, and then I got like every pet or anything, but nah, I'm kind of burnt. I just literally sit around for new content. I do the Wooks method where he just waits around and then swoops in. Because I'm pretty burnt. Not gonna lie.
Well, hopefully that's like something we can, especially as a team. Hopefully something we can rectify, right?
Like part of the reason I actually signed with Method was because I'm hoping you guys, well, I guess us now, can actually, make some cool stuff happen to me interested again. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm especially looking forward to the Trailblazer competition. So I'm hoping there's a lot more of that to get me back into it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the tournaments was one of the main things that drew me in as well.
Yeah, it's probably a good why did everybody else sign up, I guess? Like what was it that kind of convinced you this was something worth doing? Open to anyone? Don't all talk at once? Who's going first?
If you want me to say, I don't know.
I don't know, pretty much the same thing. Like, just hearing that there's possible new events in the future and having an esports org actually come to OSRS and open up new ideas to hosting the Jagex is really interesting. So that was something, not only just personal gain.
I wanted to say something, but I also kind of wanted to hold back a little bit because I didn't want to step over the line. But we've been promised like tournaments. Okay, so I took part in the most recent PVM Jagex official tournament. That was back in 2017, and I still remember promises in 2018, 2019 of having these potentially returning. And kind of my hope was just to see like this push for more community-driven based activities, tournaments. Not only PVM. I mean, I burnt a little bit and kind of delved around with LMS a little bit. I mean, my wins mostly came from killing bots, but it is fun. And community events, especially tournaments, they just encourage kind of efficiency and engagement with the game. So that excites me probably the most.
What tournament was in 17?
The PVM tournament, Stud Unit 1.
Well, is that
when they had like the
Yeah.
Nightmare Zone rooms? And you just fought a bunch of bosses.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was 25. No, I don't think it was 25. It was either 15 or 20. But yeah, Alex was our caller back then, and yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Stud Unit, Rip Stud Unit, fantastic clan back in the day.
I'll never forget that picture at Corp.
What happened to Corp?
It's just like 50 people stood with Hastas out, and it's like, I don't know, some message. I don't remember it by heart. Let's just say it's on Twitter every year anyway.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Stud Unit are always here.
Oh, I think for me, with Method, just to echo people's statements about the events and such, I'm super excited for the ones that that you guys are going to put on that the public can get involved in, but also I guess maybe a little bit selfishly of me as a content creator, like I said before with the battle royales, getting to do stuff with other people and like being part of something bigger and having people to play with and do things with. Like Sicknerd mentioned, maybe the group IMO when that comes out as well, doing some fun stuff around that maybe.
I'm expecting 18 hours day minimum, Ian, otherwise you're gone, mate.
Bro, you forget my early DMM days, man, when I used to do crafting by myself and go for rank 1.
You got me a lot of potions, mate, so cheers. I appreciate it.
I got this.
I'm going to change your contract. 18 hours a day. Every single day without fail. No? Beardie, what are you doing?
My back. Sorry.
Oh, that's fair. Never mind. I had a really good point to raise, but I can't remember what it was. I've been distracted by Beardie's stretching.
I feel like
blurry as
whilst you're thinking of that, I want to say like what the reason why I done it. Obviously, like for me, I've never really been involved in events. When Trailblazers came out, I sort of burnt very quickly because I didn't really have a plan in mind. But one thing I'll always remember is when I very first started streaming, I went to a Deadman Mode event, and just seeing everyone brought together at that venue was so amazing. And then after going for like drinks afterwards, everyone's talking, etc., etc., and you sort of feel like a part of something. And then I was going to go into Deadman Mode, and then obviously they stopped. And I feel like when Jagex have run events, they've been done to a decent standard, but there's always been like controversy or like a problem here or there. And I'm really hoping that Method could bring that sort of community feel back again. And I want to be a part of that. I feel like for me, I went and maxed out my account a very long time ago, played Ironman, and Ironman's like a very sort of on your own, secluded sort of mode, and you sort of forget that you're all in it together. So I feel like it would be kind of nice to have these events rolling at a frequent stage, obviously when Method gets to that stage, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to add to that actually and say like all of us are obviously like somewhat end game players, and we've all been playing the game like our whole lives and such, so we're somewhat competent. We've tried a lot of the content in the game, and I feel like just in general the direction Old School's gone in over the last few years, there's not been anything like super end game since TOB and the Inferno, like what, 2 years ago now. Obviously, I assume they're going to announce
sale. Yeah.
They'll announce their plans for next year, and I really hope they've got, raids free or some other really exciting content in there as well, because I do feel like they have pushed that focus back onto this whole, single player Ironman mode, more quality of life stuff, which is good for the game, and obviously it brings new players in as well and keeps people playing. But I guess for us who have done everything in the game pretty much and kind of getting a bit, repetitive, it'd be really good to see.
I agree, man. There's only so many times I can speed run the Inferno as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you on now? Like a sub 25 or something in the main game?
I actually set a new record recently. It was 15 minutes.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Just went at it, Do it on the night sort of guy.
Yeah, I think the point about like, I don't know, for me as well, I feel like the game recently has really gone in the direction of just single player game mode. Like I don't really, especially as an Iron Man, I don't really get to like play with people very often unless I can, because I only have like 2 friends anyway, and none of them play RuneScape, so I can't really raid with anyone. I have to pay people to pretend to like me, and I think it's like $25 sub. No, yeah, you're welcome, mate. Check your PayPal, bro. Like, I think it's just important to be able to step in and be able to put on some events where we can kind of rebuild that sense of community, because it's like it's definitely really been lost. I think part of back in the day when you were like 12, you'd get home from school, you'd log in and you just roll into the Wildy with like 13 mage, no hit points, didn't even have the runes to cast Fire Strike, but there you are, but somebody's dropped a magic shortbow, so you're going to run over and pick it, and then you've been entangled and slapped with a Gmaul. Like those are the good old days, man. We don't have that anymore, Varrock Multi, bring it back. Where's it gone?
Dude, when free to play first came out, when my stream, I had like, I think on TeamSpeak back in the day, it was years ago now, we had like almost like 80 or 90 people on these level 10 accounts like you just explained, all running around with Fire Strike and doing these massive wars with like 50 versus 50 running around. I really miss it, man. I miss stuff like that. The multi scene in PvP is kind of a bit dead now that Rev Caves have been changed as well, so it'd be cool if we can do those events as well, just like fun ones here and there, and or get our communities to, like, I don't know, make level 3 accounts and just go raid level 1 wilderness or magicians or rangers or whatever. That could be good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'd be down for that.
I'm hoping we can put on a better event, basically a better version of DN at some point.
Of what, sorry?
DN.
What's the end?
Sicknerd, what's that?
Oh, no.
Don't even.
Not funny.
Oh my god.
Monk,
Cheers,
it's
Adam.
like-
Cheers, mate.
We've signed the best and brightest.
Oh, no.
I love how
I think his camera's froze too.
yeah, it does. I found it funny, so it died. Look at that.
Good timing, though. I look well happy.
We'll just keep it there. Can we replace that with a picture of Nine Rain, actually? I know, Darren, you're behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on, but you'll have to Google.
It kind of looks like Sicknerd has a white dot.
I'm coming back. Hang on.
Oh.
Melting.
I
wait, I'm frozen as well. Let's go.
Sicknerd's really committed to old school by bringing a webcam from 2007. Let's go.
It is legit 7 years old, to be fair. Budget cuts, you know. Tough, this streaming business.
Budget cuts. Did everyone watch
It's a hard job,
everyone
man.
watch the gnomes last night?
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, congratulations, Synq.
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate
Is
it.
it in the
That's
post?
good.
Is it on its way? Is it coming?
The what?
The gnome.
Didn't know. I don't know. It might be another year and a half. Like, no, I don't know.
I wonder if Ditto Bitter's gonna ever get his golden gnome.
When
Does
did
he want it in
win this?
2018? No troll. But yeah,
Wait, did I want to know?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm not too sure actually. Probably
Best video
talking
maker.
to. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go down that hole. Don't worry.
Oh man, I think it'd be cool as well if we start doing tournaments to maybe even just draft up like, you know, we could get some like commission some like cheap, but like, you know, just like fun trophies and stuff, like something to have, something to whack in the stream background. You know, Westham can enter all the PvP tournaments, slap everybody silly, and put them on the floor. I don't know.
I can have them in the background next to my Kit Kats and that.
How many
How
Kit
do
Kats
you
do you still
Kit
have?
Kat?
I've given away about 6 boxes, but I have what 10 boxes left.
What?
Why?
Wait,
They were cheap. They were like £2 each.
My man, I respect
£2 each for 24 Kit Kats. You're telling me you wouldn't pick up that
mate.
deal?
I'm snatching it up. I respect that.
when you say giving them away, what do you mean by that? You're like dishing them
No,
out
I
to
gave
channel
them
on the
to I
wall
gave them
for
to my
Christmas
parents,
stream?
isn't it?
Oh, I was going to say, how do I get my hand on some of these Kit Kats?
How many did you buy when you bought them all in bulk? Because you had like a full-on throne and like a photo shoot and everything prepared.
God, how many did I buy? I think I bought something like 16 or 18, maybe even more.
Boxes or just Kit Kats?
No, like boxes.
I think
Or
I bought
24.
18 Kit Kats by
Wait,
themselves.
how many were in a box?
24.
So you purchased 432 Kit Kats.
I have my yearly intake of calories in Kit Kat boxes.
OP, let's go.
Everyone in chat's telling me to congratulate Coxie on his engagement. I'm very happy for you, Chi.
Did you get
Are you
engaged?
engaged?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
I
engaged.
absolutely did not get engaged.
Oh,
but-
congratulations.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Right.
That's
That's
amazing.
one. How did you propose?
How did she propose?
I
True.
don't even know where this started from. So Craig Connolly, trance producer, my chat one time randomly went in and wanted him to congratulate me, and so he did. So now they try to get everyone to congratulate me on my engagement. That did not happen.
I actually thought it wasn't a meme, honestly. I think I gratzed you too, without knowing.
It's been 2 hours. And you
So
still got
sorry
a
about
warning, boys.
that.
For some behind-the-scenes context, as I was midway through that sentence, Coxie messaged me saying, "Didn't get engaged. Please don't take the bait." I wish I were joking. Like, what? I feel so bad.
Since we
Okay.
touched on the subject of Kit Kats, what's everyone's like go-to? Because we've all been sweating out the league recently. What's been the go-to snack to keep us like gaming and
Water.
rich?
No plugging. I'm looking at you, baby.
That was a great way to sell out as well. Thanks.
I know. I was.
Sorry, the chat's doing it for me. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna have a HR meeting after this. Cheers, boys.
It's all right. Christy's lucky.
Double quarter pounders though. That's the snack.
I swear, every time I tune into the stream, it's just McDonald's bags in the background.
I'm bulking at the moment.
Oh,
So-
He did a full-on rap
Oh,
yesterday, and he
I've been
included
bulking
his,
for 26 years, man. But I have to cut one of these days.
his McDonald's in it. I didn't know you could
true,
rap,
actually.
Gingerbeardie. Honestly,
I can't rap, dude. I can't.
No, Puggin, no.
no, I'm not telling him to
Wait.
because it might not be good. But I heard
mean-
one yesterday, and it was actually really good.
I mean, I could rap right now if yeah,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
do
good
it.
idea.
I'm
Yeah.
Let's do it. Random
On
words
here.
in the chat. No, I'm joking. Don't do that.
Random
Don't
word.
do that.
Random word. Don't ask Twitch chat for that.
No, I don't do that.
No, please don't.
Oh god.
You can. I mean,
I'm not going to.
oh mate, I swear when on your bit on the website, actually, I'm pretty sure you request people to come into your chat and start dropping beats for you to freestyle over.
So, fun fact that's not really that fun.
Okay.
I actually got someone else to write that for me.
Oh,
No. I didn't even read it. They could have
wait,
put
did you
something bad
actually?
in there.
That was an option.
Yeah, I got someone else to write it for me. I paid
Oh,
someone.
fair enough. Mate, I respect the hustle. Get a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Oh man, right. I'm gonna try and pull it back to some chat about method and stuff because obviously a lot of you know, we all chatted about why everybody joined up. You know, I didn't join up. I didn't stream. I'd like to though, but I didn't join to stream. But what do you know? Again, people probably still have questions about what we're gonna try and do in the game space, and I guess what do you guys want to see us do, like in the next like 12 months? You know, you guys know we're trying to put on events like really often. Right now,
if we're
open
saying in the
forum.
next,
Sky's
Sorry.
the limit. Let's go.
if we're saying in the next 12 months, I ideally like Raids 3 would be out, and I think like what you guys do in WoW, the Race to World First. I think that would be definitely cool.
I agree with that.
That's a concept that hasn't
We're
really
probably
been
going to
touched
have to
on
sign
anyway,
Luke's
isn't
up
it?
then.
No, don't worry. I'll do it.
All
I've got
right,
it.
fair enough, mate.
You've got
Yeah,
one first.
he can just solo it. He's fine.
Yeah,
do it.
solo it first
Easy.
day. And easy.
Sorry, Westham, what were you saying?
I don't know if that's ever been touched on in RuneScape before, like the race the world first kind of thing. I don't think it has.
I
Well,
don't think in any kind of big high production way, but
not really. The only big
It's
one
kinda
was
just been like, oh, you
TOB.
get your name on a tweet, let's go.
Chambers of Zerg was kind of brute forcible. Someone completed it, or a team completed it in like the first 2 hours. I think it was the team that Aubrey was in, or
was
Autumn
actually-
Elegy.
Yeah, it was a Hex's team.
Yeah, it was Texas. Yeah, that's what it was. And for TOB, it actually took like 48 hours or something. And I swear it could have been done a lot sooner.
Dude, the
Little-
release of TOB was so fun. I remember just
Yeah,
every day for like a week hopping on Discord, in this Discord with loads of different PVMers and being like,
yeah.
who wants to raid? There's always different teams
Yeah.
going. Jump into different
Yeah.
I
chats.
think I did some with you. Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Raids
we
3
did.
with that.
yeah, I think release day is always sick, to be honest. That I love like jumping around all the streams and such.
We need something
Sure,
like
one of-
Raids 3 or Raids 2. That's TOB.
Yeah, especially it would be so nice if it coincided at all with like Group Iron or something like that. You know, it would be cool to see people get into groups and then like be the first Group Iron to actually just launch like Rage 3 or something. That would be sick.
Mhm.
There's so much potential with Group Iron. I'm really looking forward to that.
Would you guys want to team up? Would you guys want to avoid anyone? Also, I saw a pop up actually quickly. Castle Wars events. What do we reckon?
I like
I feel
that.
like-
Like a
Castle
5v5 or
back
something
in the
like that.
day was so
Right.
good, but
There is
back in the day
actually a
'cause everyone was
community that
bad.
still does that. You know?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
enjoy doing Castle Wars, but
there's
it's littered
competitive.
with people like ragging.
There's competitive Castle Wars community that's
Yeah.
still out. They play.
Yeah,
like,
they
every
make like
weekend.
compilation videos and stuff.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
do.
really,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
really
good.
impressive.
Hmm
No,
Oh yeah,
it's
Soul
actually
Wars is
sick.
coming.
The
Shit,
way
what
they
about
like
Soul Wars?
they can put like traps down and like set them alight and like move through them at the same time. There's always different
Yeah,
strategies.
it's crazy.
You can put X amount of like traps up at the same time. There's actually a lot to Castle Wars. I think it would work as an esport, but I don't know how they'd go about. I think trying to explain everything that's happening to the audience so people understand what's going on. That is like the biggest struggle in making it viewer friendly, or like so people can actually see what's going on. But maybe a little bit of design. It could do really well.
I
reckon it could just be a nice bit of fun, you know?
I don't feel like it's that advanced. I feel like if you watch OSRS and like at all, then you will kind of know what's going on regardless. Like, and if there's anything that's fit to be an esport, it is Castle Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be such a little degenerate when I was a kid. I was always just team killing with the obstacles in the tunnel underneath, which is apparently bannable now. Apparently you legit get banned if you do that now. Is that true? Does anyone know?
I doubt it.
I think if you're purposefully like sabotaging, like there's like level 3 accounts that go on the other team, and then they place barricades on the opposite side of the map, so your team can't place down barricades because there's a limit. I think that is bannable.
Why? Yeah, some people in chat have been talking about Soul Wars as well. I didn't really play much of it in the day, but I presume some of you maybe did.
I got
Someone
one.
I was about to say Soul Wars was like kind of broken in terms of XP rewards. It was kind of funny.
Okay,
But-
When is that
the
supposed
game
to come
itself,
out?
You know, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I think it's coming out in like a month or something like that. I don't think they announced the exact date now, but I imagine it'll come out before the end of the year, or maybe right in the start of the new year. I loved Soul Wars. I remember being a kid coming back from school and just grabbing an inventory of bone and just burying them, and then I get like 100k XP an hour for just semi-AFKing. It was it was the best way to get non-HP XP on little pure accounts. So we might see some pures coming back when Soul Wars does. Maybe that'll bring a few people. Some
Yeah, it was
nostalgia
fun coming back from school with an extra 400k strength XP, but
Right, extra.
Yeah, that's a sick message in chat actually. Could do streamer versus streamer with viewers as team members and stuff. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah,
That'd actually be really good because like I can go against someone like Sicknerd and I can get like 50 of my viewers versus 4,000 of his, and I recken I'll probably win.
You
It'd be
probably
good.
would, mate. My
be good.
game is just to sabotage my team. That's what
there's a guy spamming LMS tournaments. I feel like LMS is kind of, it has potential for tournaments, but it's way too RNG based with the current like way it is.
Yeah, way too much RNG. Like imagine like someone can get a Kodai on their first chest, and that is like so powerful. Kodai
Yeah,
and a
it's the
Kodai.
same thing with VLS. If you lose with a VLS, you're the most terrible
All they
person.
have
VLS
to
is
do
way too powerful.
remove the RNG though, and it's actually a pretty good like format for a competitive tournament already. Like, doesn't
Yeah,
take much to
100%.
change it. So they should honestly do that. I don't know why they haven't already.
I guess the whole game's RNG though. Like, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to. It would change so much if you tried removing RNG in terms of like.
Yeah, but
damage
there's like the
calculations and stuff,
duplicate
right?
items and stuff like that. Like one person can get no duplicates and absolutely demolish everyone because they got better gear, and some poor guy sat with 4 Kodais in his MV with Mystic still.
Yeah.
Do you think? So I've seen Jagex like make some like instance worlds. Do you like? I feel like that would help quite a bit if we did like an LMS tourney, because I don't know, like adjusting stats and I don't know. I don't know if it would be possible to like make it less RNG based and more skill based.
This is a tricky thing for me because I need to have like chats with Jagex somewhere down the line.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
for
like I obviously want all of us to be able to have like a really good working relationship with Jagex, especially if we want to put events on that needs like input from them. It's important that Method and Jagex get along, and I hope that I'll be able to foster that kind of relationship. At the moment, I can't say that we'll be able to get like private worlds and stuff. I hope that we will, because there's like, if we could, there's a lot of stuff that we could do in terms of, I don't know, like what kind of stuff would you want to change if you were doing a PvP tournament or even like a PVM tournament? Maybe like changes to how damage reduction on prayers works. Like small numbers tweaks.
So I'm probably not the one to talk about PvP. Like I know what I'm doing with it, but that's probably more for Westham. But for PVM, like for the speedrun comp I did for Eevescape, I couldn't really use my account. I had to borrow my friend's main because max gear was kind of not needed, but it definitely helped. So like having like a tournament world where you could just pick whatever and use whatever you want would definitely help in that aspect.
Yeah, I think Quick as Marble in chat talking about prayers deflecting higher damage and such is something that I know that I spoke to Purespam and Westham about when we were talking about the 1v1 tournament. maybe being able to change protection prayer reduction to like 60 or 70%.
What if
I'm
it
not
was just
sure
like
if
an
that's
average
still-
hit though? Like, what if it just took the average on what you would have hit on average and just placed that there? But that might require a lot of engine work.
That's an interesting concept, to be fair. Rather than having like the RNG of hitting, maybe a 40-something whip or a 0, instead you just hit a 20-something every time if it's off prayer.
Yeah.
But it just kind of changes the entire dynamic of PvP and what NHing is like, because then people would start like waiting ticks and like delaying their attacks to make sure they do absolute damage rather than hitting 0. So it would completely change the PvP meta and how people PK. But maybe stuff like that is what's needed to kind of shake it up and make it fresh and exciting again. That was one of the things that I loved about Deadman mode, and what Deadman mode kind of lost along the way was that there weren't any like fresh metas and jumping into leagues. I think that's why it's been so fun. It's because we've all gone in not really knowing like which is the best route to take and understanding all of the relics until we actually get them and see other people using them too. Now things have been sussed out quite well, but just that like that first few days or that first week of everyone going in clueless and like trying to find out things as they go on. Now it feels like whenever an old school RuneScape update comes out, it's just like everything's kind of, sussed out from the start. Everyone's figured out, the best DPS of certain weapons and how it fits into the current weapons as well, because everything's got to be, polled and done in that manner, which is fair enough. But I miss the excitement of, coming home after school and reading a blog without knowing anything about it. It's like, right, this update is in right now. Go have fun. That'd be pretty cool.
It's definitely one of the downsides of polling and everything being so calculated and scrutinized before it comes out. It does take away from the magic of the game, like big time, which is also probably one of the reasons I have lost interest a little bit recently. So I'm hoping. I'm actually, to be fair, it probably isn't a good thing that changes. Come to think of it, but you can't have both, can you?
Yeah, it's a hard one.
I think that's something Jagex really like hit the nail on the head with Trailblazers, though. The fact that barely anything was known until 2 hours before, and day one was nuts, honestly. Like, no one had any idea what they were doing. I couldn't do, was it like Misthalin Mystery or whatever, that like Halloween event that became a quest. I couldn't do it because everyone was opening fucking doors. It was just it was a mess. It was so good. Like, no one had any idea what was happening, and that doesn't really happen very often anymore. And I guess it would be cool. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I know, like, what you were talking about, the magic of the game, like, being lost in a sense. Like, I know a lot of people won't agree. I miss, like, when a brand new skill came out and you needed to work everything out. That's what I miss. But,
oh, no, here we go.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I do miss
the
that. I
polling
remember
system, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, that just goes back to the polling system. Like, polling system is a blessing, but it's also kind of a curse. And I'm scared it could potentially be like one of the downfalls, just because the fact that we know everything and we have such a big say. Like, sometimes I think it would be good to have Jagex come and be like, I think this is going to be the right way to like move the game. I personally like going on a new skill. Do you ever think that could potentially pass a poll, or do you think that's going to have to be something Jagex pushes in themselves?
Yeah,
I think there's way too much stigma around it for it to ever actually pass a poll, honestly.
Yeah.
I think a problem as well, and I know this is like a little bit controversial with saying, I think like a lot of people that are going for like 200 mils and like the higher level community, there's like all of these metas that have been in place, and like they love their rank,
Oh, yeah.
So when that comes out, it sort of opens like a massive door to say, oh my god, like I could potentially lose my rank here. And I feel like that is like a problem as well. I saw people selling votes and things like that on polls. Like it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But
warding past by a lot.
Yeah, but
no, you're exactly
right.
People in the GE were like trying to get money to vote no on warding.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But keep in mind, okay, so like you said, the HLC loves their ranks. HLC probably makes up less than 1% of the voting community, so they are loud. They're loud with their opinions, but I really don't think they're the ones that are going to impact the way a vote swings.
I believe, but they've also got like 50 accounts each. Like they've got them all like color coordinated on their 5-monitor setup that they've been saving up for, and like they all flash blue and red and all of that sort of stuff, and they're just literally sitting there all day like
that. Oh my god.
You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, if they had one account maybe, but I'm not too sure.
I mean, if accounts was the case, then I feel like every PvP update would pass, but it just doesn't.
Well, this is where the whole poll system being 75%, then that route where 25% is the actual amount that, decides what comes into the game or what doesn't come into the game. But just to go back to the events thing quickly, fair enough, the poll system probably is, best in place for actual updates, but for things like events, like stuff that Method can do, and things like the league and stuff that's like temporary, this is the opportunity where you can kind of push through things that no one really knows about and get that that fresh sense of experience where you're just like going in clueless. And I hope some events are like that as well, just like out of nowhere, boom, this is happening, here are the rules, jump in, go have fun.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm keen to, with the Trailblazer thing, why I'm keen to make everyone choose like the least popular relics and stuff, because so much of the fun of it initially was being clueless, and obviously like old school players are galaxy brain gamers and figure out and solve like metas pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden if you're like, hey, welcome to the game, enjoy Fairy's Flight, like enjoy Fairy's Flight and Treasure Seeker and Infernal Gathering, and I get all the tier 6s are pretty good actually. Exploding attacks is kind of niche though. All of a sudden, like again, no one has any idea really, and now there's money on the line. I don't know how much, but when there's official announcement, I'll know how much. But I think it'll be fun to try and like do it again. Like somebody say something.
The chat's looking so cheerful, man. The why happy.
I kind of didn't want to say anything. I wanted to just let you keep on going and going and going and going and going, and then make it really awkward. But it's been funny. But
I'm the only one here.
If you don't mind, there's one thing I'd like to backtrack on about LMS, because I saw someone bring up a really good point. I believe it was Andy.
Mm-hmm.
When talking about LMS and LMS tournaments, he said you can make upgrades follow a pattern and always get unique items, and that way it would kind of minimize the RNG aspect of it. That would kind of make it a bit less RNG and more skill.
Agreed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What kind of like item progression would you like envisage, and like the kind of base setup, I guess?
Well, I mean, it would have to be items that aren't ridiculously powerful. So, I mean, from like an ancient staff, you could then get a Staff of the Dead as like the first upgrade and stuff like that. It can't be that one person has 2 kills and he's guaranteed to kill the guy with 1 kill.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can we start with the staves again? What were they called? The spear. Do you remember that? Like early LMS.
I will say, there's one aspect to original LMS that I absolutely loved. And it wasn't necessarily the fact that you needed a prayer flick, but it was like every single final had a different outcome. You had people like whipping each other in absolutely nothing. And then you had like someone with nothing but barrage, because everything was like, it was so expensive. You couldn't really get much.
It was interesting to say the least.
I feel like these days, the current LMS we have, the finals are kind of always the same.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not much of a PvPer, but yeah, I try. I'm just not very good. I mostly just donate like torches and stuff to people. What about obviously Sicknerd used to be former rank 1 general in Hexus and stuff. What?
Here we go.
What? Shut up. What about skilling? Like some of the first streams I saw after you came.
I'm not someone you'd ask about that. Trust me, I'm washed.
Really?
Well,
no, you're not.
Yeah, I am washed. I can barely 3-tick a tree nowadays, mate. So I don't think that's going to be happening.
Oh, you should be 2-ticking or 1.5-ticking those anyway, mate.
See what I mean? Look how washed I am.
I don't know. I watched you learning the Sepulchre like after you just gotten back.
Yeah, that was great, but I mean, that's actually good content. We need to do more of that sort of stuff. To be honest,
Sepulchre's sick. I love it so much.
It is very good.
Yeah. Do you know what we could do as an event? We can do a Sepulchre speedrun thing, and the winner gets like grand. There you go. I'll do that.
Oh, you could all do it on the same world and have like Method at the end, like congratulating the winner. It'd be crazy. Like have hundreds of people just running all through and stuff. Can you mess each other up, or is it one of those Is it instance? I don't know. I've not done it before.
There's a certain amount of people that can be in one instance. I think it's like a max of like 15 or something.
And whoever's at the start spawns like the floor start. So whoever's at the start will kind of have like the best route or the best possible layout in front of them time wise.
Yeah,
so I was gonna say it'd be a bit like Dead Man mode, like on release, and we all spawn in Varrock and all run towards the barbarian stronghold to get our 10Ks.
Well, that would be kind of neat though. I'd like to see more skilling methods like that. I think as well, especially. I guess Sepulchre has like potential to make for like a really good kind of competitive or like event backdrop almost, right? And I know that obviously when they started talking about the fishing boss, we've not really heard much about it since, and it'd be cool if that was. What is going on?
He's off, mate. He's sick of you lot.
He's going to get his McDonald's.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. He's back.
Has he
Right,
got it?
you?
I swear he looked like there was a spider in the room.
Sorry.
What was that?
What
What
up?
happened?
You okay, mate?
Yeah, I don't really work out, so just do like a quick sprint and come back. That's it. Really.
Quick sprint.
I feel that.
Now, basically, my Uber Eats said it was outside, but it lied to me, and I don't know if it's just been cancelled or not. But I am incredibly annoyed right now. But yeah, anyway, didn't ask. Let's go.
I guess. What about? Do we want to farm chat for some talking points? I know at the top of the screen it said, "What would you like to see?"
Hang on, my camera's frozen. I look fucking creepy right now. Can we? Hang on.
Oh, he's back.
There we go. Brilliant.
Dude, I just wish someone would look at me the same way that Sicknerd looks at Twitch chat. That's all I want.
Something special, yeah.
I can't believe he's not baiting subs and running ads. I'm so proud.
It's not my channel, mate. I'm having a day off. Thanks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I guess people in chat watching at home, you know? Like, if you could do anything, what would you do? And I'm just gonna hopefully pick stuff, and then, you know, we'll just have a chat. Don't copy paste them. It's just white people appies. I beg, work with me. Gnome Ball, what do we think?
Link
It works. It's very, very easy to score, I'm pretty sure. Like, no skill involved whatsoever.
After COVID's over, can Method fly us all out together to do an in real life game of NA versus EU Gnome Ball 4v4, and you can referee?
True.
Has anyone actually played a game of Gnome Ball?
I'll be the goalie. I did that a lot in school because I was the fat kid, so I'm used to that one.
I don't think I've ever played Gnome Ball before. Is anyone in here?
Yeah, they get the real life.
One for the diary.
Because in real life, yes. In game, no, I'm kidding.
Watching people try and do that one task for Trailblazer where you literally just click the goal and everyone's like, I don't know what to do, and they're getting tackled by gnomes. watching
I actually
Ian
failed.
try and do it
I
was such a
genuinely had
mess.
to like have 3 tries. I couldn't do it. I don't know what was going on.
I don't think I've seen a cat. I don't think I've seen a cat more loving than Puggin's cat. He's always looking for cuddles and like a little for a stroke.
Why does my
it's
camera
just
always
mostly
freeze when I'm looking like an absolute idiot? There it is. Thank you.
True.
What's your kitty
sorry.
called, Lee?
So I messed up. Her name's Bella, but when she was a kitten, I called her Kitty. So when I call her Bella, she looks at me like, dude, like, who the hell are you? And then when I call her Kitty, yeah, her name's Kitty, I guess. I don't know, but yeah.
Somebody in chat started talking about barbarian assault speedruns, and I fully get around that, honestly.
I'm alright, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, no,
I know
I'd set
everyone.
that one out, I think.
BA speedrunning's cool. Or not
BA
cool.
strats are
it's
insane,
fun.
When you say BA speedrunning, all I think is paying 100 mil to a clan to get it for me. Like,
Can we leech
Yeah,
like speedrun? Is that fine?
Only J.
So like it, I'm down.
Or even just like giving, because there's like a big barbarian, or maybe not big, but there is a barbarian assault speedrunning community, right? And
Yes.
maybe being able to do some like kind of small event or like get other people to pick it up. Because honestly, barbarian assault isn't that bad. It's only bad when you're trying to get your torso and you're like, oh, here comes the penance queen, and everyone just leaves. Like, Beardie. This is like, look, we're at room 10 and off he's gone. There's no collector. What do we do? Like, it's just yeah, like, oh, I don't know. More people asking for PvP chat. I've kind of been trying to talk about like a mix of both, because obviously we've got 2 PvPers and then 5 PVMers.
I feel offended being called a PVMer. I like to think of myself as a jack of all trades, actually.
Yeah, okay, a clown. Right,
There you
so it's only
What was
because he's rude to me in DM.
They call me a clown. I'm not having
You
that.
should see them. He's so rude to me in DM. He's really bad.
I mean,
Yeah, but
on
it's
the
in
topic of
private, so it's
PvP,
okay.
I do kind of
Go on.
feel like clans haven't been given any single tournament at all. It's all been like 1 to 2. I don't know, like 1v1s and stuff like that. I have to go though because my food's here. 1 sec.
It's alright.
We're so
I'll pick up- I
professional, man.
Everyone's getting food.
That's what Food gets there as Beardie just sits back down with his.
I mean, in terms of like PvP stuff, like what does Twitch chat want to see? Because we're all saying what we want to see and what we'd like to do personally. Because Casper's into 1v1 NH and I'm into pures and that kind of stuff as well, and Deadman mode and events like that. What would Twitch chat wanna see Method do?
Well, both of you used to clan, right? You were in like pure clans back in the day, and Westham used to lead Kanini. We've not had a clan cup since 2015. Clan Wars Arena was last in like 2018, I think.
I mean, I know that clans get a bit of stick, and it's a bit of a toxic area in RuneScape where Jagex hasn't really enforced some of the rules sometimes the best over the years, and just in general, it's kind of got a bit out of hand in some areas. But I will say that jumping into TeamSpeak with Blazers every single demo mode, including the last one that happened 6 months ago. I don't really talk to the guys, unfortunately, as much as I used to years ago. Just life, kind of takes you and all that, and streaming and everything. But every time DM comes back, it's nothing but a good time jumping in with the boys and staying up till like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., doing all-nighters, just chatting to each other, jumping through different channels and giving each other roles. And that's like, again, that whole MMO spirit, like working together. It's, nothing comes close to me in terms of enjoyment from Deadman mode.
As well, like, I don't know, I think clans get a bad rep, but they've not really had anything to do for a long time. Like, clans are bored, man. Like, clans need something to do. There aren't, like, multi's not that great. Obviously,
Mildy's in shambles right now.
welcome back.
Thank you.
The void. But yeah, like, I don't know. Clans need something to do. I want to give clans something to do, and I'm hoping that with the, obviously, Jagex are talking about the clan overhaul coming soon, right?
Yeah.
The overhaul to the clan system, and I think hopefully, if we get more information on that, it would be like a perfect time to be able to run something for clans. And like again, like I think the point that I want to get home, because this is like my full-time job. Like I stopped doing a master's to just talk about old school RuneScape because I'm a loser. I love the game actually. I'm joking, but like when I'm talking about like wanting to put stuff on for clans, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be like only clans, no 1v1 stuff. I know like 1v1 no pillars and stuff were kind of cool. An elo ladder would be sort of sick.
What do you mean no pillars?
As in like no
pillars hide behind,
like tree hugging.
Yeah,
tree hugging. My brain's too small for tree
keep the pillars. What?
Oh no.
Okay, so this is a bit of a controversial one for me. The one thing I really hate as a caster and as a viewer is the DD breeding meta. I know it's the meta and it's so powerful, but it just makes the entire thing worse to watch because people are stepping underneath each other. You can't really see what they're doing, and it becomes very RNG of like catching that first freeze. I prefer pillars personally.
Pillars over DD in any day.
Yeah, over here.
I agree.
Yeah.
I should say that as well. Like, if anybody watching has like ideas and stuff, because there's like a lot going on in chat right now. Oh my god, I can't read that. That's so long. Darren, could you make the text bigger?
My cameraman, what's going on?
Daddy Mildly, may I have permission to go to the bathroom quickly, please?
What?
Can I go to the toilet quickly? Is that okay?
Mate, you've got two streamers like eating their food and you're asking to take a piss.
I've been so
one lad.
I've been so nervous. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quickly.
Honestly,
my apologies.
Yeah,
fun.
What's
Yo, Beardie, can I ask a question, mate?
Go on.
So when you put your food down, you shook your head at it. What was the problem, mate? I just started laughing.
So they forgot my chips. A little bit upset about that.
Man, I'm sick of this.
Every time Sicknerd's camera freezes, can someone take a picture? We can have like a compilation at the end.
Oh, we can make a stop motion movie.
That.
I had
It's
like
always
a really
when I'm
good point
looking
I was making.
really weird as well.
I will say though, if Jagex are ever planning on doing any form of like events where they're going to be watching it live, like the All Stars one, it's not really fun if they're going to be like, oh, let's take a look at this person's perspective, and it's just Casper the Ghost DDing. Like,
yeah, I get that DDing
like
is like important, but I don't think it's good to like spectate.
It slows down the fights a lot.
I think
I
that's sort of
literally
what
cannot PK without DDing. I'm really bad.
I think like a lot of what Westham and I were talking about, because we've been working on a concept for a 1v1 tournament for a long time, is sort of talking about the sort of setup we'd like to see. And I think in recent memory, especially the kind of invitational one. Beardie, are you okay?
Oh my god! What is happening? Why are you red? Oh my god!
I literally had a whole wing, right? Looked at the camera like that, down the entire wing.
Oh my god!
I just saw everyone like, bruv, are you alright? Are you alright, bruv? Like, what are you doing, bruv? Like, just made me laugh. And I've got a chewed up wing sitting in my box because I had to spit it out as I was going to choke.
Ew! Disgusting.
Yeah, I'll do a giveaway with it, bro. I love it.
You said you're going to give it away?
Yeah, give it away.
Yeah, 5 gifted. Anyone right now?
Does anyone want a chewed up bone by Gingerbeardie?
Beardie in the chat to win the chewed up bone. Beardie in the chat.
Wide Peepo happy to enter the giveaway.
Oh, you're back. Anyway,
excuse me, sorry about that.
It's all good. We were just talking about, you know, when you, Westham, and I had a chat about the kind of setups we'd like to maybe experiment with in this 1v1 tournament that we've got penciled in starting January. Official details to follow way down the line, but January 1v1 tournament, eyes peeled.
Nice.
Like setups and stuff, because I know you guys were talking about Mystic Barrows, and I've not PK'd long enough to really know much about it. Do you guys want to kind of chat about meta and like what you'd kind of like to see change in tournaments like that?
I think Kodai is way too powerful. I think Staff of the Dead is just fun. That's all I have to say.
I think the competitive PvPers probably wouldn't appreciate me saying this, but I'd love to see Darox. I don't know. I just want to see skill specs come in swinging, taking stupid risks and just going for the 90s on like 5 hit points, then dying with a flimmet of food and being like, "What? This game's so RNG based. Why have I lost? How have I done this?" That'd be great. I want to see his rage, but I think it'd be awesome to have Mystic hybrid. Rather than Tribrid. It's not something that's been really showcased in so many years, like you said before, Westham, right? And you've done a lot of it, right? You're really, really good at it. You got a sick kill the other day, didn't you?
What, Darox breeding?
No, like just in general hybrid rather than Tribrid. Like no overhead.
The hybrid
like
community is fairly small, but it's still like just as popular in PvP as an H-ing is. I don't know, it's kind of evolved to stack breeding more than Mystic Barrows, like in the old days, but if there's any time there's going to be a PvP tourney around, it would have to be Mystic Barrows, because that's all about catching each other on the right gear as opposed to the right prayer.
Yay or nay, chat? Would you be interested in watching like a hybrid style thing, no overheads, like Mystic Barrows or Darox or something like that, as opposed to Tribriding with overheads? Would that be fun to watch as a fun tournament, or do you think it's not going to be competitive enough?
Mate, we need variety. That's what we need. We need like different builds, different setups. Like
I'm more interested in seeing like unconventional stuff, like screw the meta and just like have people go at each other with like a flail for a laugh. You know, why not?
The Verax was a meta, remember, back in the old DMM. Like, everyone used to go with the full setup.
It was really good, and then they banned it. I wanted to try it out. It's a shame.
I enjoyed watching Ditta lose to a guy in Verax Rag.
Oh no, he's in chat. Leave him alone. He's really nice to me in DMs. Yeah.
So much stuff thrown at him, bless him.
Because I want Ditta to compete and stuff. He's really good at the game. What do you mean? What is this stream?
Did you see Ditta post on everyone's announcements on Twitter? By the way, he said the exact same thing. He went, "Oh my god, no way!" Like exactly copied and pasted through every single person. There's nothing different.
I appreciate that.
I was just like, yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
We share an email account. He knows everything. I'm joking. Can you imagine? The ultimate leak. But yeah, no, obviously I want to experiment with like a lot of different setups, I think. And it goes, I mean, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, but anyone in chat, if you ever want to get in touch with me and on Twitter, or in touch with any of these guys on Twitch or on Twitter, my DMs are open. I'm always browsing Twitter because I literally have nothing better to do, honestly. If you ever have suggestions of things that you'd like to see, or things that you'd really like to see work, or just ideas, or things that you think I should know, or I don't know, maybe you're like part of a clan and you'd like to participate in some kind of tournament and stuff, like please get in touch, honestly. Like, I'm looking to hear from everyone, even to extend an olive branch. I know there are some clans who don't like me, and that's okay. But, you know, get in touch. That's like the whole point, right? Like, I want to be able to put on events that you guys want to see, and I think all of us want to put on events that the community want to see. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right?
Amen.
15 quid for
True.
that shit meal.
What did he get? What did he order? I didn't even see it.
I'm fucking fuming.
Casper, calm down. It was so quiet, like muttered under his breath angrily as well.
So,
Oh, man. Is there anything else? Because I'm conscious of the fact that we've been going for over an hour. It's actually flown by. I was so nervous before
Wow.
today, honestly. Right, how's everyone feeling? An hour and 15 minutes in?
I think I've said like 5 words and I've ate KFC, so it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it.
You had a great time.
I've been very scared to talk because I feel like I'm going to say something stupid and get banned, but I'm alright.
Method drunks. Alright. So I guess, we've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover. And I'll summarize that again, but just quickly, any more questions from the chat before we go? I don't want to...
Big question marks at me, but no questions, it seems. Thanks, boys.
Randomizer PvP content? Ooh. Maybe get Link and Rogue on that.
oh,
That
that's
guy's
a sick idea.
Linkin Park.
I also fully... I want to chat to Tanzo and Vitoso so much. Have you seen their recent bingo video? That was an absolute bopper.
No, I haven't checked out yet. I'll have to.
Very good. Recommend. Can we get more about the streamers rather than just OSRS? Yeah. What do you want to know? As in, what, like their birthdays? Email addresses?
29th of May.
DM me.
First pet name. I know where this is going.
You want their socials? Oh, of course we're going to do that. Mum's maiden
Mother's
names.
maiden
All right,
name,
off we
there
trot.
it is.
Mum's maiden names, places of birth, social security numbers. Let's go.
Everything. Let's give everything.
How is Puggin so cute? What do you think?
Stop saying that.
He's really tall.
I've been
I
trying not
found that out
to do
the hard
everything.
I'm 5'2", man.
You're so tall. I met this man at RuneFest. I thought he was the same height as me. I'm only 5'9". And this dude is towering above me, bro. And I think it's his camera angle. Look, his camera angle makes him look short. This dude is tall as hell.
All right.
How tall are you?
6'4", 6'5".
That's quite short, actually, to be fair. That's quite short.
Isn't Lee 6'8" or something, Gingerbeardie?
I'm 6'8", yeah.
Yeah, Lee towers over me.
Don't mean to brag, But
All right.
follow
I
this.
guess quickly.
Right?
Method at RuneFest. I don't know when there's going to be another RuneFest.
This guy's having a bit of a session chatting, eh? Jesus Christ.
Off he goes. Sit down, Alex.
I just want to say happy birthday to Ian as well, by the way.
Happy birthday! Oh yeah, happy birthday, Ian.
Wait, what?
Yeah, happy birthday, mate.
Oh, it's
Birthday, happy
46
birthday,
today, no?
Not sure what to say now.
Hey, it's
I'm gonna
not
get you
your
asking.
birthday.
I'm gonna get you asking like how are you guys doing. I wanted to say, I've been so nervous throughout this whole thing, worrying that I'm gonna say the wrong thing, and then you guys throw that one at me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, look, everyone in chat's gassed for you. Phil's birthday, man.
I might
so-
be oldest here actually, to be honest. Like no meme.
So before we
I'm
hop off,
helping you,
I
I think.
guess, because they're not on the stream, where can we find... Well, I mean, I guess most people know your Twitch links, but Twitters and stuff, where can we find them? Let's go clockwise.
Hang on,
and
I'll
look
start. See my name in the chat, right? Click it and click follow and then subscribe.
Check if your prime's ready.
Thanks, mate.
Give it
What
to
about-
me. I'm a small business. He's the multi-billion dollar
small business.
company.
Yeah, you guys
Support
can
your local businesses, boys. Go on.
Oh shit, that's a good question. Oh, no, I didn't mean to swear. Don't sue me. Will Method be signing more OSRS YouTubers and streamers? Yes. I don't know how much more I can say, but yes. We have more people to announce very soon, and I have more people that I want to reach out to, because like the pause champ. Yeah, I don't know how much I can say without leaking anything. This current group were actually all approached by a different Ben, Aiza, who's, thank God, back at Jagex because he's a legend. But I've got myself a big wave of people to reach out to. And I'm probably, I was trying to pull everything together for this announcement. If you're a content creator, keep an eye on your inbox. Follow me back on Twitter, I beg. Because I want to get in touch. Or feel free to reach out and we'll have a chat because I'm always down for a chat. I want to build the team up I think the more perspectives we have behind like all of these community events, the better. I'm sure, you know, soon we'll have 26 people on one of these podcasts and it's going to be an absolute mess. You guys excited for 26-man podcasts?
No.
It's going to be mad, actually.
No.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, about that.
All right, so I guess before we leave, do any of you guys have anything you'd like to just drop before we jump out?
Can people follow me, please? Because I'm having a bad time right now.
Yeah, where can they follow you, man?
I've just put it all in here. I've just put LOLs and like that. Just click the follow button. Obviously, I'm a dead streamer, and yeah, I need follows and money, mainly money. That's all I will do at the moment. We'll get there.
Right, big up the ads. Let's go.
I wanted to say that I think I speak for everyone when I'm saying we're all very grateful for the opportunity that Method's given us and a real chance to really push some more content out for all the viewers and all of our communities respectively and the old school community in general. We're able to do some really fun stuff together. And obviously I think old school RuneScape community in particular, of the Twitch communities, we're all very close. We've all known each other for many, many years. We've all met before at events and such. So I'm just really happy to be here, to be honest, with a bunch of mates and get to game together and produce some great stuff. So yeah, thank you very much, Ben, for putting this on and for all of Method for doing this event.
You're more than welcome. Still not giving you a raise.
Damn it!
I know you studied so hard for your big moment. But no, I'm super excited, honestly. Are any of you guys going to be going live after this?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing Inferno tomorrow, so come laugh at me when I fail.
Night off. Purespam's doing Inferno tomorrow. Synq, Puggin, Beardie, any streams tonight?
Probably later.
Nah, I won't be streaming today. Too tired.
Puggin's going back to bed.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and again, please hit any of us up on our streams, on our Twitters. I've had a nice time. You guys had a good time?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Thank God.
It's been sick.
Also, yeah, Coxie, as well to Coxie, like, you know, welcome aboard. I know this is the second time you've announced, and I'm glad that it's
I actually have a tattoo. Is that like a real thing? I still don't know.
I thought we were going to go this whole time without avoiding either of those topics.
So did I, but somebody mentioned it in chat, so...
Did I miss the memo or something? Like, this guy was just sitting here, like, 3 beers in hand. He's like, hey, guys, I'm part of Method. I was like, wait.
Like 3 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah, like...
Oh, man. All right, I think that's everything from us. So thanks for checking us out. Hopefully, we've answered some of the questions. If you have more, hit any of us up at any time. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, the rest of whatever. Make sure to follow all of us on Twitch, all of us on Twitter. Synq's plugging himself. Make sure to follow the Method channel. And yeah, look after yourselves. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Thank you for hosting, and take care.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.